So yes, I will play first. Alright, so this is better. Not quite as explosive as his hand, but hopefully it should be alright. So, match 2, or game 2. Hopefully I can pull it through and we can get into the third game and maybe get a match win here. Alright, so here we are. And our opponent apparently cannot decide whether or not he wants to actually be present. Okay, so let's start off with Ink Moth Nexus and drop the Opal and the Ornithopter. Alright, so at least I'm not going to get turn 1 Thought Seized again. Alright, so this is a bit of a letdown. Need some land pretty quickly here. Really, any land will do. Alright, well, at least he doesn't have a lightning start either. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make this an artifact so that we can metalcraft and take a look at his hand. So, Temper Steels, Path to Exile, and a Thopter Foundry. Alright, well, let's take the Foundry and just move on. If he decides to path, I am fine with that. But he did not. Alright, so still have 2 lands. Kind of disappointing. But anyway, here probably just play Steel Overseer. Give him a target he can't resist. And attack with the Tide Hollow Sculler. So he'll probably Path to Exile Steel Overseer before the next turn. I'll be able to fetch a Swamp. And then I can play Tezzeret. In theory. Or I could just follow it up with a Tempered Steel and keep attacking in. But we'll figure that out once the opponent actually does something here. Alright, so let's see what his plan is. So he's got at least one other path, 1 Tempered Steel, and 2 other cards. Or 2 paths and 1 Tempered Steel and 1 other card. So he's got his own Steel Overseer. And here comes the path. Yes, I do. And I will fetch a Swamp. Alright, so let's see what our options are. So we've got a Memnite. So the options here, so it's got a path and another tempered steel in hand. So what we could do here is play our tempered steel and attack for uh, what, 6? Get 6 damage in, or play Tezzeret, make our Ornithopter a 5/5, and get in for 7 there. Or play Master of Ethereum. So I think probably the best move here is to play a Tempered Steel and just get in like that. Because then he'll probably remove the Sculler, possibly. And the way he'll have his removal out of hand, and then we can play some more relevant spells, like make Tezzeret, or put Tezzeret out there, make something a 5/5, and get in like that. So he's got 1 mana tapped, I assume, for a path. Okay. So far he's doing what I thought he would be doing. Then I imagine he'll drop another Tempered Steel. No, a Thopter Foundry. And he'll sack his own Springleaf for a creature. Fair enough. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Alright, so why don't we play another Tempered Steel. If he chooses not to block, which it looks like he did, why don't we just play Zealous Persecution? And if he doesn't block, which I'm pretty sure he passed the block phase, then that'll be game. Unless he's got another path to exile. Interesting. And so now I've got a flyer. Looks like we're gonna have to play a bit strangely here. This game will ultimately come down to whoever's got the most stuff. And he's been drawing pretty well. And I will take that. Alright, well, let's see what Hideaway gives us. Either another Tempered Steel or potentially a Trinket Mage. So if we attack with all three here, he can block 3 and what? Sack 1 for something else? So if he blocks 3, block, 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 he can sacrifice this to block the 4th. Huh. I think I'd rather have a Trinket Mage just in case. Alright, and let's play Tezzeret. And make the Mox Opal an artifact. This might be enough to do it. Or I might have completely miscalculated, in which case the game's just over. Alright, so good. That's the game. I'm glad I didn't miscalculate that. I was wondering why he was being so open. Alright. So, we are going to go on to a game 3. The mirror match is a bit... Well, he obviously is playing a slightly different build than I am. I almost feel, though, that I would like to play Path to Exiles. Though I'm not entirely sure how relevant those are. I could take out Memnites, but is that really the best move? I think we're just going to have to hope that we come out swinging again.